Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mr. English Channel, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Emily.
Hello, Emily. Hi, everyone. It is so wonderful to have you here with us today.
Today, we have something really special for you. We are going to spend a full day together in English, from the moment the alarm clock rings in the morning until it is time to go to sleep at night.
Exactly. This is a long, relaxing immersion episode. You are going to hear natural, everyday English for all the routines of daily life.
And here's the best part. You do not need to study hard today. Don't take notes, and please don't try to memorize anything.
Right. Just sit back and relax. Let your brain absorb the language naturally. You can just leave this video playing in the background while you cook, while you drive, or even while you are cleaning the house.
The more you listen, the more natural English becomes. Your ears will get used to the sounds, and the words will start to feel familiar all on their own.
So, let's get our day started. The morning is here and the alarm is ringing.
That sound. That first beep of the alarm clock is always a little tough, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I usually reach over and hit the snooze button at least once.
Just once, Paul? My sister hits the snooze button 3 times every single morning.
3 times? That is dangerous. I would definitely fall fast asleep again and be late.
Exactly. So when I wake up, I try to get out of bed right away. I stretch my arms and I open the curtains to let the sunlight in.
Natural light is the best way to wake up. Once I am out of bed, the very first thing I do is make the bed.
Really? You make the bed right away? You pull up the sheets and arrange the pillows immediately?
Yep. If I make the bed first thing, my bedroom looks clean and organized right from the start of the day.
That is a great habit. I do the same thing. Then I walk right into the bathroom to brush my teeth and wash my face.
Oh yeah, cold water on the face wakes you up super fast. When I brush my teeth, I always make sure to use plenty of toothpaste and brush for a full 2 minutes.
Right. 2 minutes is the rule. After that, I usually jump in the shower. A warm shower really helps me wake up and feel fresh.
Do you prefer warm showers in the morning, Emily? I have a friend who takes freezing cold showers every day.
No way. Cold showers are way too brave for me. I need nice warm water and some nice smelling shampoo and soap.
I agree with you totally. Keep it warm and comfortable. After my shower, I grab a clean towel and dry off completely before I get dressed.
Getting dressed can take a few minutes if you don't know what to wear. I open my closet and I stand there looking at my clothes for a while.
Oh, I know that feeling. I usually check the weather forecast on my phone first. If it is chilly outside, I grab a long-sleeve shirt and a warm sweater.
That is smart. Today is sunny and warm, so I put on a comfortable cotton t-shirt and my favorite pair of jeans.
Nice and simple. Then it is time for socks and shoes. I always tie my shoelaces nice and tight so I don't trip while I am walking.
Exactly. And before I leave the bedroom, I brush my hair and check the mirror one last time to make sure everything looks neat.
Right. You want to look ready for the day. My neighbor, Dave, rushed out of the house last week and put his shirt on inside out.
Oh no, poor Dave. That is why taking just a second to check the mirror is always a good idea.
For sure. Now that we are showered, dressed, and looking good, we are completely ready to start the morning.
Yes, we are awake and energized. And after all that getting ready, I don't know about you, Paul, but I'm starting to get hungry.
Oh, me too. My stomach is definitely ready for some breakfast and a big cup of hot coffee.
And that hot coffee is going to taste so good right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm walking into the kitchen right now, and the first thing I need is that coffee pot.
I totally understand. I'm usually half asleep until I hear the coffee machine turn on.
Exactly. I grab a clean mug from the cabinet, put a fresh filter in the machine, and add 2 scoops of dark roast coffee.
2 scoops. That sounds like a pretty strong cup of coffee, Paul. Do you take it with milk or sugar?
Just a little bit of milk. I don't like it too sweet. What about you? Are you a coffee drinker in the mornings?
I am actually more of a tea person. I love a hot cup of green tea with just a drop of honey.
That sounds very soothing. But whether it is tea or coffee, a hot drink is just the best way to start the morning.
For sure. Now, while the water is boiling for my tea, I like to start preparing a simple meal.
Me too. I keep my breakfast nice and easy during the week. What is your go-to morning meal?
Well, I usually grab the frying pan from the stove and make scrambled eggs with some warm toast.
Oh, scrambled eggs are classic. How do you make yours? I have a friend who adds splashing cold water to his eggs before cooking them.
Really? Cold water? No way. I usually add just a splash of milk and a little pinch of salt and pepper.
That is the right way to do it. Then you just stir them slowly with a wooden spoon until they are soft and warm.
Exactly. And while the eggs are cooking, I pop 2 slices of bread into the toaster.
I love the smell of toasted bread in the morning. Do you put butter on your toast or are you a jam person?
Definitely butter. I love when the toast is still hot and the butter melts right into the bread.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Now my mouth is watering. My breakfast routine is usually a bowl of warm oatmeal.
Oatmeal is super healthy. Do you eat it plain or do you chop up some fresh fruit to put on top?
Oh, never plain. I grab a small paring knife and slice a fresh banana or a sweet red apple right into the bowl.
That is a great idea. A little bit of fruit adds natural sweetness, and it gives you plenty of energy for the day.
Exactly. And sometimes I sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on top just for some extra flavor.
Delicious. You know, having the right kitchen utensils makes cooking breakfast so much easier and faster.
For sure. You just need a good spatula, a sharp knife, and a favorite coffee mug or teacup.
And once everything's cooked, I bring my plate and my warm teacup over to the kitchen table to sit down.
Sitting down to eat is super important. I try never to eat my breakfast standing up while rushing around the kitchen.
I agree with you totally. Even if you only have 10 minutes, sitting down to eat peacefully helps your morning feel calm.
Right. My neighbor, Sarah, always eats a cereal bar while running out the front door, and she always drops crumbs on her jacket.
Oh no! Poor Sarah. That is why taking a quiet moment at the kitchen table is much safer for your clothes.
Definitely. And while I am eating my oatmeal, I like to look out the window and drink my warm coffee slowly.
That sounds like a wonderful morning routine. We have our hot drinks, our bellies are full with good food, and we feel great.
Yes, the kitchen is warm, the coffee cup is empty, and we have all the energy we need to leave the house.
And once we leave the house, it is time to start the morning commute.
The commute. That is such an important word. It just means the travel you do from home to work every morning.
Exactly. For me, that travel starts with a short walk from my apartment down to the train station.
Walking in the morning can be really nice, especially when the weather is clear.
Do you usually walk fast, or do you take your time?
I usually walk at a steady pace. I don't like to rush, so I always make sure to leave the house by 7:30.
That is smart. Leaving on time keeps the morning stress-free. I have to walk about 10 minutes to get to the main bus station.
10 minutes is a good little walk, Paul. Do you ever listen to music or a podcast while you are walking to the station?
Always. I put on my headphones as soon as I lock my front door. It really makes the walk feel super short.
I do the exact same thing. But when I reach the train station, I take my headphones off so I can hear the announcements.
Good idea. Train and bus stations can be pretty busy in the morning. You have to pay attention to where you are going.
For sure. The very first thing I do when I walk inside the station is head straight to the ticket machine.
Do you buy a single ticket every day, Emily? Or do you use one of those reloadable transit cards?
I use a transit card. I just tap it on the machine, and if my balance is low, I add $20 using my debit card.
Those cards are so convenient. You just tap and go. My neighbor, Mark, always forgets his transit card and has to wait in the long line to buy a paper ticket.
Oh no! Waiting in a long line when you are trying to get to work is the worst feeling.
Exactly. Once you have your ticket or your card ready, you have to look at the departure board to check the schedule.
Right. The departure board is that big screen on the wall that shows all the train times and platform numbers.
Curious, is your train usually on time, Emily? Or do you sometimes see the word delayed on the screen?
Most of the time, it is right on schedule. It usually says departing at 7:45 from platform number 3.
Platform 3. So then you just follow the signs and walk down the stairs to wait by the tracks.
Yup. And I always stand behind the yellow safety line while I am waiting for the train to pull into the station.
Safety first, always. When the train finally arrives, the doors slide open and people start getting off.
And that is a very important rule of public transportation. You always let people step out of the train before you try to step in.
Oh, absolutely. It makes everything flow so much better. Once the doorway is clear, I step inside and look for an empty seat.
Are you usually able to find a seat in the morning, Paul? During rush hour, the buses and trains can get pretty crowded.
It is usually a 50-50 chance. If all the seats are taken, I just hold tightly onto the handrail so I don't fall when the bus moves.
Holding on to the handrail is definitely a must. If I get a seat, I love to just sit back, look out the window, and watch the city go by.
Watching the city wake up is actually really relaxing. You see shops opening, people walking their dogs, and traffic moving along the streets.
Exactly. It gives you a little moment of peace before the workday actually begins. How long is your bus ride usually?
It takes about 25 minutes from my stop all the way to the downtown area where my office is.
That is not bad at all. My train ride is about 20 minutes, and then I have a short 2-minute walk from the station to my building.
Do you ever worry about missing your stop if you get too relaxed or lost in thought?
I used to. But now I always listen carefully when the driver announces the next stop over the loudspeaker.
That is the best way to do it. When I hear "Next stop, Central Square," I know it is time to gather my things and head toward the exit door.
Right. You grab your bag, make sure you didn't leave anything on the seat, and wait for the doors to open.
And once you step off the bus or the train, you are right in the middle of the city,
ready to start the workday.
Exactly. The commute is finished, we arrived safely and on time, and our office building is right across the street.
Yes, we just walk through the revolving front doors, wave hello to the security guard, and head toward the elevators to meet our coworkers.
The revolving doors spin around, and just like that, we are inside the lobby.
Oh yeah, the office building lobby always has that same specific smell, a mix of fresh floor wax and strong morning coffee.
I know exactly what you mean. And as soon as we step out of the elevators on the fourth floor, we see our coworkers.
That first greeting of the day is so important. I always try to smile and say a cheerful good morning to everyone I pass in the hallway.
Me too. Sometimes just a simple, "Hi, how are you doing today?" can really brighten someone's morning.
Absolutely. And you don't need a long conversation right at 9 o'clock in the morning. People are usually still waking up.
Right. A quick wave and a friendly "Morning, Dave," or "Happy Tuesday, Sarah," is usually plenty.
Do you go straight to your desk when you arrive, Emily? Or do you make a stop somewhere else first?
I always drop my bag at my desk first, but then I head straight over to the break room.
The break room. That is definitely the most popular room in the whole office every morning.
Exactly. The coffee machine in there is like a magnet for coworkers. Everyone gathers around while they wait for their cups to fill up.
That is where all the morning small talk happens. You stand by the coffee maker and just chat about simple things.
Yes, small talk is just polite, casual conversation about things like the weather or your weekend plans.
What is your favorite small talk question to ask a coworker while you are waiting for your tea to brew?
I usually ask something simple like, "Did you do anything fun last night?" Or, "How was your commute this morning?"
Those are great. They're friendly and easy to answer. I usually talk about the weather, especially if it is raining outside.
Oh, the weather is the ultimate small talk topic. Everyone has an opinion about the rain or the heat.
Exactly. You just say, "Can you believe this rain today?" And suddenly you're having a nice, easy conversation.
My coworker, Lisa, loves to talk about her golden retriever puppy while we stand by the coffee machine.
Oh, talking about pets is always a safe and happy topic. Once our mugs are full, it is time to walk back to our desks and get settled.
Getting settled means making your workspace comfortable and ready for the day. I sit down in my office chair and adjust the height.
Ergonomics are super important if you sit all day. I always make sure my keyboard and my computer mouse are right where I need them.
For sure. Then I take a look around my desk to check my office supplies. I need a couple of blue pens, a highlighter, and a fresh notepad.
Do you prefer writing your daily notes on a paper notepad, Emily, or do you type everything into your computer?
I actually love using sticky notes. I write my top 3 tasks on little yellow sticky notes and put them right on my computer monitor.
That is awesome. My neighbor, Mark, uses so many sticky notes that you can barely see his computer screen anymore.
Oh no, that might be a little bit too much organization, but having a clear list of daily tasks is really helpful.
It really is. The very first work task I do every single morning is check my email inbox.
How many emails do you usually wake up to, Paul? Monday mornings can be pretty scary sometimes.
Oh, Mondays are the worst. I usually spend the first 20 minutes just reading messages and sorting them by priority.
Sorting by priority is smart. You figure out which tasks are urgent and which ones can wait until the afternoon.
Exactly. If my boss sends an email marked urgent, I make sure to reply to that one first, before I do anything else.
And while I am checking my messages, my coworker usually taps on the wall of my cubicle to ask a quick question.
Cubicles are nice, but you definitely hear everything going on around you. What kind of questions do coworkers usually ask in the morning?
Usually, it is something about our daily schedule. They might say, "Hey, Emily, are we still meeting at 10 o'clock?"
Basic professional interactions are all about clear communication. You just check your calendar and say, yes, 10 o'clock, in the main conference room.
Exactly. And I always try to sound positive and helpful when I answer, even if I am busy with a big project.
Being helpful makes the office a much nicer place to spend the day. Good teamwork really starts with those friendly morning interactions.
For sure. Now our desk is organized, our emails are read, and our daily tasks are planned out.
We're typing away on our keyboards, the office is buzzing with energy, and the morning is flying by.
It really is going fast. And after working hard all morning, we're definitely going to be ready for a nice, relaxing lunch break soon.
Oh, my stomach is so happy to hear that. I've been looking at the clock since 11.
Me too. Stepping away from the office in the middle of the day is so refreshing, especially when the sun is shining outside.
Absolutely. It feels great to leave the building and breathe some fresh air. Where should we go to eat today?
Let's walk over to that little neighborhood cafe on the corner. It is super close, and the food there is always delicious.
Oh, I love that place. It is always nice and quiet, and they make the best toasted sandwiches in town.
They really do. And look, we are already here. As soon as we open the door, you can smell the fresh bread and vegetable soup.
What a welcoming smell. The host is waving at us from the front desk right now.
Yes, when you walk into a sit-down cafe, the host usually greets you and asks how many people are in your group.
Right. He just smiled and said, "Hi there, table for two today?"
And I just say, "Yes, a table for two, please." It is a very simple and polite way to start.
He is leading us over to a nice little table right by the window. I love sitting near the window so we can look outside while we eat.
Me too. As soon as we sit down, the host hands us the menu and tells us that our server will be right with us.
The menu has so many good options today, Emily. What are you thinking about ordering to drink?
I usually start with drinks. Today is pretty warm outside, so I think I am going to order a tall glass of iced tea with lemon.
That sounds really refreshing. I'm trying to drink more water lately, so I'll probably just ask for sparkling water with a slice of lime.
Sparkling water is a great choice. Now, let's look at the main dishes on the menu.
Do you usually order a big meal for lunch, Emily? Or do you prefer eating something light in the middle of the day?
I definitely prefer something light. If I eat a heavy lunch, I get super sleepy at my desk all afternoon.
Oh yeah, that afternoon sleepiness is real. That is why I love ordering the soup and salad combo here.
Which soup is the daily special today, Paul? Sometimes they have tomato soup, and sometimes it is chicken noodle.
Today, the daily special is roasted tomato soup, and it comes with a nice house salad on the side.
That sounds perfect. I think I am going to get the turkey club sandwich, but I want to ask for a little change to my order.
Oh, what kind of change? Do you want different bread, or are you adding something extra?
I like to ask for the mayonnaise on the side. That way I can control how much goes on my sandwich.
Asking for dressings or sauces on the side is such a useful phrase. My neighbor, Sarah, always asks for her salad dressing on the side.
It is super common, and waiters are always happy to help with dietary requests or special preferences.
For sure. It is also really important if you have food allergies. You have to tell the server right away so the kitchen knows.
Exactly. If someone is allergic to nuts or dairy, they can just say, I have a nut allergy. Does this dish have any peanuts?
Right. My cousin is vegetarian, so he always looks for the little green V symbol next to the items on the menu.
Menus are so helpful with those symbols nowadays. Oh, look, our waitress is walking over to our table right now.
She has her notepad ready. She is smiling and asking, "Are you ready to order? Or do you need a few more minutes?"
And since we know what we want, I will go first. I just look at her and say, I'll have the turkey club sandwich, please, with the mayonnaise on the side.
Notice how Emily said, "I'll have." That is the most natural, polite way to order food in English.
Exactly. You can also say, can I get? Or I would like. What are you going to say for your order, Paul?
I will say, "Can I get the roasted tomato soup and the house salad, please? And a sparkling water with lime to drink."
Perfect. The waitress wrote it all down, closed her menu, and said, Great, I will get those drinks started for you right away.
And now comes the relaxing part of the lunch break. We just sit back, chat, and enjoy being away from our computer screens.
Yes, resting your eyes and your mind for an hour makes such a big difference for the rest of the workday.
Look at that! Our food is already here. The plates look so colorful, and everything is steaming hot.
It looks amazing. The waitress sets the plates down and says, Enjoy your meal.
And we always reply with a big smile and say thank you so much. Now let's taste this delicious lunch.
My sandwich is so fresh and crispy. How is your roasted tomato soup, Paul?
It is incredible. Warm, rich, and full of flavor. This is exactly what I needed today.
I am so glad we came here. Eating slowly and enjoying good conversation is the best way to spend a break.
It really is. But looking at my watch, we have about 15 minutes left before we need to get back.
Right. So when the waitress walks by our table again, I catch her eye and raise my hand just a little bit.
And what is the magic phrase to ask for the bill when you are finished eating, Emily?
You simply say, Could we get the check, please? In America, people usually call it the check or the bill.
Yes. The waitress smiles and puts a little black folder on our table with the paper bill inside.
Let's open the folder and look at the numbers. The total for both of our meals and our drinks is $24.50.
$24.50. That is very reasonable for a great lunch. Should we split the bill today, Emily?
Yes, let's split the bill. That means we divide the cost equally, so we each pay half of the total.
Splitting the bill is very common among friends and coworkers. Sometimes people ask the waiter for separate checks right at the beginning, too.
That is true, but splitting this one is super easy. Half of $24.50 is $12.25 each.
Look at you doing math in your head so fast. But we also need to remember to leave a tip for our waitress.
Oh, absolutely. In the United States, leaving a tip for the server is customary and very important in sit-down restaurants.
Exactly. A standard tip for good service is usually 15 to 20% of the total bill.
Our waitress was super friendly and helpful today, so let's leave a nice 20% tip for her.
I agree. That adds about $5 to the total, making it round up to about $30 altogether.
Perfect. We each put $15 in cash inside the black folder and close it up.
And since we put in exact cash with the tip included, we can just tell the waitress, "No change needed, thank you," or "Keep the change."
That makes it so easy for everyone. We stand up, push our chairs back neatly, and gather our things.
What a wonderful lunch break. I feel full, happy, and ready for the afternoon.
Me too. But before we walk all the way back to our office desks, I actually need to make a quick stop down the street.
Oh, really? Where do we need to stop before we head inside?
I need to run a quick errand at the local pharmacy. My allergies are acting up, and I need to buy a few basic things.
Oh, running errands during your lunch break is such a smart time saver. Let's walk over to the pharmacy right now.
And here we are. The local pharmacy is just a 2-minute walk from the cafe.
Oh, perfect. Walking inside a cool, air-conditioned store feels so nice after being out in the warm sun.
It really does. A pharmacy, or a drugstore as people often call it in America, is such a useful place. You can buy medicine, shampoo, and even small snacks here.
Absolutely. So, what is first on your shopping list today, Emily? You mentioned your allergies were acting up.
Right. When the spring flowers start blooming, my eyes always get a little bit itchy and watery.
Oh, seasonal allergies are the worst. Are you looking for some allergy pills or do you need some eye drops?
I think I just need a standard bottle of allergy pills. Let's walk over to the health aisle and take a look.
Good idea. The aisle signs hanging from the ceiling make it super easy to find what you need. Look, aisle 4 says cold, flu, and allergy.
Perfect. Wow, there are so many different boxes and brands on these shelves. It can be a little overwhelming.
For sure. When you look at the packaging, you always want to check the size. Some boxes have 12 pills and others have 60.
Exactly. Buying the larger packaging size is usually a better deal if you take them every day.
Do you see the brand you usually take, Emily? Or is the shelf completely empty?
I see the box right here on the middle shelf. I will grab the 30-count bottle. That should last me for a whole month.
That is great. I actually need to grab a bottle of vitamins while we are standing in this aisle.
Oh, nice. What kind of vitamins are you looking for, Paul? Daily multivitamins?
Yeah, just a standard daily multivitamin. My doctor told me it is a good habit to take one every morning with breakfast.
That is smart. And while you grab your vitamins, I'm going to look for some basic pain relievers to keep in my desk drawer at work.
Pain relievers like aspirin or ibuprofen? Having those at the office is definitely a lifesaver when you get a sudden headache.
Exactly. Staring at a computer monitor all morning can definitely cause a mild headache. A small bottle of ibuprofen is always good to have on hand.
Oh yeah, my coworker Dave got a terrible headache last Tuesday, and he had to ask 3 different people before he found an aspirin. That was funny.
Poor Dave. That is exactly why I like to be prepared and keep my own supply at my desk.
Being prepared is always the best strategy.
Now, did you need any personal care products today, Emily? Like soap or toothpaste?
Actually, yes. I am running out of travel-sized toothpaste. Let's head over to the personal care aisle.
Travel-sized items are so cute. They are so tiny and easy to throw into a purse or a backpack.
They really are. Look, they have a whole display of travel-sized shampoos, lotions, and toothpastes right here by the pharmacy counter.
Oh, look at that. There's a store clerk putting new items on the shelves right now. Do you need to ask him anything?
Actually, I do. I can't find the specific lip balm I like. I will go over and make a polite request.
Asking a store clerk for help is super easy in English. You just start with, "Excuse me," to get their attention politely.
Right. I'll just walk up and say, "Excuse me, could you tell me where to find the aloe vera lip balm?"
That was so polite and clear. Notice how Emily used the phrase, "Could you tell me?" That is a wonderfully polite way to ask a question.
And the clerk was so helpful. He smiled, pointed toward the end of the aisle, and said, "They are right over there on the bottom shelf."
It is always nice when store employees are friendly and helpful. Did you find the aloe vera one you wanted?
I did. I grabbed 2 tubes of lip balm, my travel-sized toothpaste, and my bottle of allergy pills.
And I have my bottle of daily multivitamins. I think our shopping baskets have everything we came in for today.
Me too. Let's walk toward the front of the store so we can pay at the cashier's counter.
Is there a line at the checkout register, Emily? Sometimes pharmacies get busy right around lunchtime.
It looks pretty quiet right now. There is only one person standing in line ahead of us.
That is great timing. While we wait, I love looking at the little items they put near the checkout register, like chewing gum and mints.
Oh, those little displays are totally designed to make you buy an extra pack of gum while you're waiting.
And it works on me every time. I am definitely grabbing a pack of peppermint gum for the afternoon.
Peppermint is super refreshing. Okay, it is our turn to step up to the cashier.
The cashier is greeting us with a friendly smile. She just asked, "Did you find everything you were looking for today?"
And I always reply, "Yes, everything was super easy to find. Thank you."
Then she scans the barcodes on our boxes and bags. You can hear that little beep sound as she passes each item over the scanner.
That beep sound means the price is entering the cash register. Once she scans everything, she tells us the final total.
What is the damage, Emily? How much do all our health and personal care items cost today?
The total comes to $18.40. And just like at the train station earlier, I am going to pay by tapping my debit card on the payment machine.
Tapping your card is so fast and hygienic. The machine processes the payment in just 2 seconds.
Yep, the screen says approved, and the cashier hands me the long paper receipt with our items in a small bag.
And as we take our bag, we always make sure to say thank you, have a great afternoon, before we walk toward the exit.
Being polite to retail workers always leaves everyone feeling good. Now, our errands are officially finished.
Yes, we have our allergy medicine, my vitamins, and even some peppermint gum for the rest of the workday.
We accomplished so much during our lunch hour, and now we can walk back to the office feeling totally organized and ready for the afternoon.
And wow, that afternoon at the office really flew by. 5 o'clock is finally here, and we are back outside walking toward the supermarket.
Oh yeah, nothing beats the feeling of getting things done. We survived the workday, we ran our errands, and now it is time to think about dinner.
I really love grocery shopping at the end of the day. It is actually kind of relaxing to just walk up and down the aisles.
Me too. Let's grab a shopping cart from the front entrance so we don't have to carry a heavy basket around.
Good call. I always try to pick a shopping cart with smooth wheels so it doesn't squeak or push to the side.
Oh, a squeaky cart can definitely ruin the quiet shopping vibe. Okay, let's head straight to the produce section first.
The produce section. That is where all the fresh fruits and vegetables are, right? What are we making for dinner tonight, Emily?
We are going to make a nice healthy stir fry with chicken and fresh vegetables. So we need to grab some broccoli, a few bell peppers, and some carrots.
That sounds delicious. Look at this bright green broccoli right here. How do you usually pick the best veggies when you are shopping?
I always check the vegetables to make sure they're firm and fresh. You don't want anything that feels soft or looks bruised.
Right. These bell peppers look super shiny and crisp. Let's grab 2 red ones and 1 yellow one for some good color.
Perfect. Now, let's put them into one of those clear plastic produce bags and weigh them on the scale.
Oh yeah, the hanging scale. How much broccoli do you think we need for a nice dinner for 2?
Let's aim for about 1 pound. In the United States, produce is usually priced by the pound instead of the kilo.
Exactly. This scale says 1.2 pounds. That is plenty of broccoli for our stir-fry.
Great. Now let's push our shopping cart over to the meat department to get some fresh chicken breasts.
Notice how supermarkets are organized into clean, simple food categories. You have produce, meat, dairy, and bakery all in different corners.
It makes navigating the supermarket aisles so much easier when you know exactly which section to look in.
Hey, Emily, do you see the price on that package of chicken breasts right there? It has a big yellow sticker on it.
Oh, look at that. It says on sale, $2 off per pound. That is a really great deal.
Finding items on sale is the best feeling. My neighbor Mark loves coupons so much that he spends Sunday mornings organizing them in a little binder.
Well, Mark is probably saving a lot of money at the checkout counter. Let's put that package of chicken into our cart.
Okay, we have our meat and our fresh vegetables. Do we need any cooking oil or soy sauce for the stir-fry?
Let's check aisle 6. I think I have enough soy sauce at home, but we definitely need a small bottle of sesame oil.
Aisle 6 is the international foods aisle. Look, the sesame oil is right here on the top shelf, next to the rice.
Grab a bag of jasmine rice too, Paul. A warm bowl of rice is going to be the perfect base for our dinner.
Got it. 1 bag of jasmine rice and 1 bottle of sesame oil going right into the cart.
I think that covers everything on our grocery list. Let's make our way toward the front of the store to check out.
Should we use the self-checkout machines, Emily? Or should we go through a regular checkout lane with a cashier?
Since we have a full shopping cart, let's go to the regular lane. It is much easier when the cashier has a big conveyor belt to scan the items.
I agree. Look, lane number 3 is open and there is no waiting in line at all.
Lucky us. Let's start unloading our items onto the moving conveyor belt. I will put the heavy things, like the rice, on first.
And I will put the soft produce bags on last so they don't get squished under the chicken.
Smart thinking, Paul. The cashier is greeting us now, asking if we found everything okay today.
And we can tell him yes, everything was great, especially the sale on the chicken.
As he scans each barcode, the items move down toward the bagging area. In American grocery stores, the cashier or a bagger usually puts your groceries into bags for you.
He just asked a very famous grocery store question, Emily. He said, paper or plastic? Which one do you prefer?
I actually brought my own reusable bags today. I always keep a couple of cloth bags folded up in my purse.
Oh, using reusable bags is super eco-friendly. The cashier is packing our chicken and vegetables into your cloth bags right now.
And now for the final step, paying the bill. The total is $32.15.
How are you going to pay today, Emily? Cash, debit card, or credit card?
I will use my credit card this time. I just insert the chip into the card reader and wait for it to beep.
It processed so quickly. The cashier is handing you the receipt and saying, "Have a wonderful evening."
And we say, "Thank you, you too." We grab our full reusable bags out of the cart and head toward the exit doors.
What a successful grocery trip. Our bags are heavy with fresh, healthy food, and our stomachs are definitely getting hungry.
Mine too. Let's head straight home so we can step into the kitchen and start cooking this wonderful dinner together.
For sure. Let's go home now.
Home, sweet home. Walking through our front door with bags of fresh food is such a great feeling.
Oh yeah, definitely. I am stepping right into the kitchen, and I'm going to put these heavy bags on the counter.
That is step number 1. Whenever we cook dinner, kitchen prep is the most important part.
Kitchen prep. That just means getting all your ingredients and utensils ready before you actually turn on the stove, right?
Exactly. If you prepare everything first, cooking is super relaxing and stress-free. So let's unpack our bags.
Okay, I am pulling out the chicken breasts, the jasmine rice, the sesame oil, and our fresh vegetables.
Great. The very first thing we need to do is wash vegetables. I will take the broccoli, the carrots, and the bell peppers over to the sink.
Good idea. Washing your produce under cool running water is so important to remove any dirt. Do you need a vegetable peeler for the carrots?
Yes, please. A vegetable peeler makes taking the outer skin off the carrots so much faster than using a knife.
Okay. I am opening the utensil drawer right now. Here is the peeler, and I'm also grabbing our favorite chef's knife and a large cutting board.
Perfect. Notice how we use specific kitchenware names. A cutting board protects your kitchen counter while you chop your food.
For sure. How should we cut the vegetables for our stir-fry, Emily? Do we chop them into big pieces or slice them thinly?
Let's slice them into bite-sized pieces. That means pieces that are small enough to eat easily in one bite.
That is smart. Bite-sized pieces also cook much faster in the pan. My neighbor Mark tried to cook whole carrots in a frying pan once, and they took an hour.
Oh no, cooking whole carrots like that would definitely take forever. Cutting them thin is the way to go.
Okay, the broccoli florets are chopped, the carrots are peeled and sliced, and the colorful bell peppers are cut into thin strips.
Look at our cutting board. It looks like a rainbow of vegetables. Now, let's follow a simple recipe step by step to get this meal cooked.
Step by step means doing one action at a time in the correct order. What is step 1 on our recipe today?
Step 1 is cooking the jasmine rice. We need to measure the water and the rice carefully so it cooks perfectly.
Measurements are super important in cooking. Too much water makes the rice mushy, but too little water makes it dry and hard.
Exactly. For jasmine rice, the ratio is usually 1 cup of rice to 1.5 cups of water.
I have my glass measuring cup right here. I will pour in 1 cup of rice, rinse it quickly, and add the water.
Perfect. Then we just put the pot on the back burner of the stove, cover it with a lid, and let it simmer on low heat.
Simmer is such a great cooking verb. It means boiling very gently over low heat, right?
You got it. While the rice is simmering, step 2 is prepping our chicken breasts. Let's cut the meat into small cubes.
I will take care of the chicken. I'm using a separate cutting board for the raw meat, which is a very important safety habit in the kitchen.
Absolutely. You never want to mix raw meat with fresh vegetables. Once the chicken is cubed, we can season it with a pinch of salt and pepper.
A pinch is just a tiny amount you hold between your thumb and your finger. It adds just the right amount of flavor without making it too salty.
Exactly. Now comes the fun part. Let's put our large wok or frying pan onto the front burner and turn the heat to medium-high.
A wok is that deep, round frying pan that is super popular for making Asian food like stir-fry. It gets nice and hot really quickly.
Yes. Now let's add 2 tablespoons of cooking oil into the pan. When the oil starts to shimmer, we know it is hot enough for the chicken.
Oh, I can see the oil shimmering right now. I am carefully dropping the cubed chicken into the hot wok.
Listen to that sizzle sound. That sizzling sound in the kitchen always makes me instantly hungry.
Me too. It smells amazing already. I'm grabbing a wooden spatula to stir the chicken around so it cooks evenly on all sides.
Stirring is key for a good stir-fry. You want to keep the food moving in the pan so it doesn't burn on the bottom.
How long does cubed chicken usually take to cook through, Emily? We want to make sure it is completely done inside.
It usually takes about 5 to 7 minutes. Once the meat turns nice and golden brown, we can add all our colorful vegetables into the wok.
Oh, the 5 minutes are up, and the chicken looks perfect. I'm tossing all our chopped carrots, peppers, and broccoli right into the pan with the meat.
Look at how colorful that is. Now let's pour in a splash of soy sauce and a little drizzle of that sesame oil we bought today.
A drizzle is a slow, thin stream of oil or sauce poured over food. It coats all the vegetables and gives them a wonderful, rich aroma.
It really does. While the vegetables cook for a few minutes, let's use this time to set the table.
Oh, setting the table is a great task while you wait for food to finish cooking. What kitchenware do we need tonight?
We need 2 placemats, 2 dinner plates, 2 bowls for our rice, and our forks and knives.
I will grab the plates and bowls from the upper cabinet right now. I always like to put a folded paper napkin next to each plate, too.
That makes the table look so neat and welcoming. Where do you usually put the fork when you set the table, Paul?
In America, the rule is usually fork on the left side of the plate and the knife and spoon go on the right side.
Exactly. And I will fill up 2 large glasses with ice water and put them right above the knives.
Look at our kitchen table. It is completely set, clean, and ready for a wonderful dinner.
And I just checked the stove. The rice is soft and fluffy, and our chicken and vegetable stir-fry is cooked to perfection.
What a fantastic team effort! We prepped our ingredients, followed our recipe step by step, and now we get to enjoy the delicious results.
Let's turn off the stove burners, scoop the hot food onto our plates, and sit down for a cozy, relaxing evening together.
Ah, what a wonderful dinner. It was really good and so delicious.
That's true. It was really good. But now comes the part of the evening that nobody really loves, cleaning up the kitchen.
Oh yeah, the post-dinner cleanup. I always say, if one person cooks the meal, the other person should definitely do the dishes.
That is a great rule to live by. Since we prepared this meal together, let's clean up together so it goes nice and fast.
Deal. I will start by clearing the table. I am grabbing our empty dinner plates and taking them straight over to the sink.
And I will take care of the leftovers. We cooked plenty of stir-fry tonight, so we have enough food for a delicious lunch tomorrow.
Leftovers are the best. Do you usually put your extra food into plastic containers, or do you just wrap the bowls in aluminum foil?
I love using airtight glass containers. They keep the food super fresh, and you can pop them right into the microwave the next day.
That is super convenient. Okay, the dining table is clear. Are we washing the plates by hand tonight, or are we loading the dishwasher?
Let's load the dishwasher. It saves so much time and water. We just rinse the plates quickly under the tap and put them on the bottom rack.
Right. And the drinking glasses and small rice bowls go on the top rack so they don't get broken during the wash cycle.
Exactly. I will wash our large wooden cutting board and the heavy wok by hand because those special kitchen items shouldn't go inside the dishwasher.
Good thinking. While you finish washing the wok, I am going to grab a damp sponge and wipe down the kitchen counters and the table.
Wiping down the counters is such a satisfying final step. Once all the crumbs are gone, the kitchen looks brand new again.
Look at that. The dishwasher is running, the counters are sparkling clean, and we are officially done with kitchen duties for the day.
Now we can finally transition to my absolute favorite part of the evening, relaxation time.
Yes, it is time to leave the kitchen, walk into the living room, and get super comfortable on the couch.
Before I even sit down, I always like to take off my work shoes and put on a pair of soft, warm slippers.
Oh, comfortable footwear is a must. I usually change out of my jeans and put on some cozy sweatpants to lounge around in.
Lounging around is the whole goal of the evening. I'm grabbing a fuzzy throw blanket to drape over my lap right now.
And I have the television remote control right here in my hand. What should we watch tonight, Emily?
Curious. Well, let's open our favorite streaming platform and browse the menu. What kind of genre are you in the mood for tonight?
That is a tough question. There are so many different options nowadays. Sometimes I spend 20 minutes just scrolling through titles.
Oh, I call that scrolling paralysis. There are simply too many movies and TV shows to choose from.
It is so true. Do you want to watch a high-energy action movie or maybe a dramatic mystery show?
To be honest, after a long workday, I am usually in the mood for something light and relaxing.
Something light is a great idea. We could start a funny comedy series or maybe watch a calm nature documentary.
Oh, a documentary about the ocean or the rainforest sounds wonderful. My coworker, Lisa, told me about a new wildlife show that gets great reviews.
Great reviews. That means television critics and regular viewers gave it really high ratings. Do you prefer watching shows with the subtitles on, Emily?
Actually, yes. Even when the television show is in English, having the subtitles on the bottom of the screen helps me catch every single word.
That is such a wonderful tip for language learners, too. Watching a program in English with English subtitles makes the spoken dialogue so much easier to follow.
Exactly. You can hear the natural pronunciation and you read the exact spelling at the same time. It is super helpful.
Let's put that wildlife documentary on right now. The ocean photography looks amazing, and the narrator has such a calm, soothing voice.
Oh, this is perfect. We are sitting on the comfortable couch, the room is quiet, and we are totally relaxed.
I love having a relaxing background show playing while I do a quiet evening hobby, too.
Oh, really? What kind of evening hobbies do you like to do while you are relaxing in the living room?
I really enjoy doing crossword puzzles. I keep a little puzzle book and a sharp pencil right here on my coffee table.
That is such a great way to keep your brain active without staring at a bright phone screen all night.
Exactly. My neighbor, Mark, actually likes to knit while he watches television. He made himself a huge blue sweater last winter.
That is so impressive. I usually like to read a chapter of a fiction book, or sometimes I write a few short lines in my daily journal.
Journaling is wonderful. Writing down 3 good things that happened during the day really helps you feel grateful and calm before you sleep.
It really does. And just as we are getting settled into our hobbies, I hear a phone vibrating on the coffee table. Whose phone is that?
Oh, look at the screen. It is your sister calling you on video chat. Let me pause the documentary for a few minutes so you can answer.
Thank you. Catching up with family or close friends online is such a nice way to spend the evening. I just tapped the green answer button. Hi, Sarah. How are you doing tonight?
I can hear her smiling through the phone speaker. She is waving at us and asking how our day went.
And I'm telling her all about our busy Tuesday. I mentioned our cafe lunch, our quick trip to the pharmacy, and the delicious stir-fry we made for dinner.
It is so wonderful to share the little highlights of your day with someone you care about.
How do you usually keep in touch with your friends during the week, Paul? Do you prefer making video calls or sending text messages?
I am definitely a text messaging person. I have a group chat with 3 of my best friends from college, and we send messages every single evening.
Group chats are so fun. You can share funny pictures, jokes, or just talk about what happened at work.
Exactly. My friend Dave always sends funny pictures right around 8 o'clock at night. It always makes me laugh after a busy day.
Laughter really is the best way to unwind. My sister is actually telling me a funny story about her golden retriever right now.
Ah, I love hearing pet stories. What did her dog do this time?
She said he jumped up and stole a whole loaf of bread off the kitchen counter while she was looking out the window.
Oh no, what a sneaky dog. That is exactly why we wiped our counters completely clean earlier.
Yes, no spare bread left on our counters. It was so great to talk to her, but she says she has to go help her kids finish their homework now.
That is totally understandable. Evening routines are busy for families with children, so we just wave at the camera and say, "Have a great night, talk to you soon."
Right. We end the video call, put the phone back on the coffee table, and press play on our ocean documentary again.
Notice how natural evening conversation is all about connecting with loved ones and sharing simple moments without any pressure or stress.
It really is. You chat about your day, you enjoy a favorite hobby, and you let your mind slow down completely.
My eyes are actually getting a little bit heavy just watching these slow ocean waves on the TV screen.
Mine too. Our evening relaxation was a huge success. We cleaned up the kitchen, enjoyed a wonderful show, and had a great chat with family.
We feel peaceful, calm, and our bodies are naturally getting ready for the final part of the day.
Yes, the documentary is ending, and now it is almost time to start winding down and getting ready for bed.
My eyes are barely staying open right now. It is definitely time to start our bedtime routine.
Winding down at night is so important for getting a good night's sleep. But before we head to the bedroom, we have to make sure the house is secure.
Oh, absolutely. The very first thing I do every night is check the front door to make sure it is locked tight.
Same here. I always turn the deadbolts on the front door and flip the lock on the back patio door too.
That gives you such peace of mind when you go to sleep. I also like to double-check that all the downstairs windows are closed.
That is a great habit. My neighbor, Sarah, forgot to close her living room window last week, and a stray cat jumped into her house while she was sleeping.
No way! Imagine waking up in the middle of the night and seeing a strange cat sitting on your couch.
Exactly. So locking the doors and closing the windows is step number 1. Then I walk around the living room and turn off all the overhead lights.
Turning off the lights really signals to your brain that the day is finished. I leave one small hallway nightlight on just in case I need to get up in the dark.
That is smart. Now that downstairs is dark and quiet, we can head upstairs to the bedroom.
And stepping into a cozy bedroom at the end of the day feels like heaven. The first thing I reach for is my comfortable pajamas.
Oh, putting on fresh pajamas is the best feeling. Whether you call them pajamas, PJs, or sleepwear, you just want something soft and breathable.
Do you wear warm flannel pajamas to bed, Emily? Or do you prefer lighter cotton clothes when you sleep?
I definitely prefer light cotton. If I wear heavy flannel, I wake up feeling way too hot during the night.
I totally understand. Room temperature is actually super important for good sleep. Experts say a slightly cool room helps you fall asleep much faster.
Right. Before I get into bed, I always check the thermostat on the wall and set it to 68 degrees.
68 degrees is the sweet spot. My cousin Dave likes to sleep in a freezing cold room with the ceiling fan on high speed every single night.
Oh, Dave is tough. I would be shivering all night long with a blowing fan like that.
Once my pajamas are on and the temperature is set, I walk over to my nightstand to plug in my phone charger.
A nightstand is that little small table right next to your bed. Do you charge your phone on your nightstand every night, Paul?
Yes, I do, because my phone is also my alarm clock. I have to set the alarm for tomorrow morning before I close my eyes.
Setting the alarm is a crucial bedtime habit. I open my clock app, check the time twice, and set it for 7 o'clock sharp.
Do you use a loud, buzzing alarm sound to wake up, Emily? Or do you choose a gentle melody?
I use a soft chime sound. A loud buzzing alarm makes my heart jump out of my chest first thing in the morning.
Oh yeah, that shocking buzzer sound is brutal. A gentle chime is a much kinder way to greet the morning.
For sure. And once my alarm is set, I always make sure to turn my phone screen face down so the bright light doesn't bother me while I'm sleeping.
That is a wonderful tip. Darkening the bedroom completely makes a huge difference. I pull the curtains closed so the early sun doesn't wake me up before my alarm.
Blackout curtains are amazing for that. Now everything is prepared, the alarm is set, and it is finally time to get into bed.
Ah, getting into bed. I pull back the duvet, slide under the covers, and stretch my legs out.
A duvet is that thick, warm blanket that goes on top of your bed, and sliding under the covers just makes you feel so safe and relaxed.
It really does. Then I grab my pillow and give it a good fluffing with my hands so it is nice and supportive for my head.
Fluffing the pillow is essential. Are you a back sleeper, Paul, or do you usually sleep on your side?
I am definitely a side sleeper. I always curl up on my right side. What about you?
I am a side sleeper too, and once I am lying down under the covers, I reach over to turn off the bedside lamp.
Click. The room goes completely dark, and the quiet silence of the night settles in around us.
Do Do you like complete silence when you sleep, Paul? Or do you prefer having some background noise playing in the room?
I actually use a white noise machine. It plays a gentle, steady sound like falling rain or ocean waves all night long.
White noise machines are so popular nowadays. They drown out any sudden outside sounds, like cars driving by or barking dogs.
Exactly. My neighbor, Mark, is such a light sleeper that he even wears foam earplugs to bed every night.
Being a light sleeper can be tough. That means even the tiniest little noise will wake you up out of your sleep.
What about you, Emily? Are you a light sleeper, or are you a heavy sleeper who can sleep through anything?
I am definitely a heavy sleeper. Once I close my eyes and drift off, I am usually fast asleep until my morning alarm rings.
That is a real blessing. Drifting off is such a peaceful phrase. It just means slowly falling asleep without even realizing it.
It really is. As I lie here in the dark, I like to take 3 slow, deep breaths to release any remaining tension from the day.
Breathing deeply is a wonderful relaxation technique. You feel your muscles soften, your thoughts slow down, and your mind becomes completely quiet.
Yes, we worked hard today, we shared wonderful meals, we connected with family, and now our bodies get to rest and recharge.
And for everyone listening to us right now, whether you are resting on your couch or curled up in your own bed, we hope you feel totally calm and relaxed.
You did an amazing job immersing yourself in English today. Just let these words float around you as you close your eyes and drift off to sleep.
Good night, everyone. Sleep tight and sweet dreams.
And just like that, our long, full day together has officially come to an end.
What an amazing journey. We went all the way from the first ringing of the morning alarm to turning off the lights for bed.
You just spent an entire hour listening to real, natural English conversation. You should feel super proud of yourself.
Absolutely. Listening to full, uninterrupted conversations like this is one of the very best ways to train your ears and build your confidence.
And remember, you don't have to stop here. This immersion episode works even better the second and third time you listen.
Oh yeah, definitely. When you replay this video tomorrow while you are cooking, driving, or relaxing, you will notice words and phrases that you missed the first time.
Exactly. Repetition is the secret to natural language absorption. Every time you listen, the sounds become clearer and the sentences feel more familiar.
We would really love to hear from you in the comments below. What part of your daily routine did you enjoy hearing in English today the most?
Was it the morning coffee talk, our trip to the pharmacy, or making dinner together? Let us know down in the comment section.
And if you enjoyed spending the day with us, please remember to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with a friend who is learning English too.
It really helps our channel grow, and it allows us to keep making these long, relaxing immersion videos for you every week.
And hey, if you want to actually practice speaking about your own daily routine, make sure to check out Mr. English AI.
Yes, Mr. English AI is our smart assistant that lets you practice real English conversations and chat anytime you want.
You can practice ordering lunch, running errands, or just doing friendly small talk completely stress-free. The link is waiting for you right down in the description box below.
We are so grateful that you let us be a part of your day today. Keep listening, keep relaxing, and keep enjoying your English journey.
Until next time, take care, have a wonderful week, and happy learning.
Bye everyone. See you in the next video.